and gentlemen, if you would stand to your feet and remove your hats. Tonight's game prayer will be presented by Miss Rachel Sweat, FCA member, which will be followed by the national anthem presented by the Raider Regiment.
Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for the privilege we have to gather together for tonight's game. I ask for your protection over the players, referees, coaches, cheerleaders, band members, and everyone else in attendance tonight. I also ask that you keep the players and fans from Pelham safe as they travel home. Help us to bring you honor and glory in all that we do, on and off the field. Thank you for your grace, and thank you most of all for Jesus. In your name we pray. Amen.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. We're here at the Red Kingdom. That's what we'll call it. Back at it at home with a game tonight against Pelham. And, I mean, we'll just get right into it. We got a big matchup here to start off region play against Pelham tonight. And, I mean, we were just talking, just the vibe, the aura. You can feel it in the air like this is just a big game.
Yeah, it definitely is. Again, we know opening up region play, there's only 4 teams in our region. So that means you automatically get a playoff bid. But I'll be honest with you, we just don't want a playoff bid. We want to be one of the top seeds there that we can host one of these things at the house for the first time ever. I had the opportunity this morning to speak with the guys at breakfast, and that's what I reminded them. I said, man, y'all have it's right there at y'all's grasp, but y'all can do some great things here, and had the community really excited. I know the community's been excited over the last couple of weeks after that win over at Johnson County. But, man, if they could pull out and start being strong in the region here, and it starts tonight over here in Bacon County, just come and answer the bell.
I mean, we come into this game 4-2, and just it feels like we've been on such a hot streak. Just the momentum's in our corner. And, I mean, you think about where this program was at this time last year, think about where we were 2 years ago this time, and to be in this spot tonight, it just truly feels special.
Yeah, man, these guys here, when Coach Wilson come in, I remember, sitting and listening to him talk to the players, and that's one thing he said. He said, y'all buy into me. It's going to be successful. And they're starting to see it. They're starting to see the gains in the weight room. We had a touchdown club meeting last night, and he was mentioning it seems like over the last 4 weeks, he's had 3 to 4 or 5 getting maxes on every different exercise. And, that's going through the middle of the season. These guys are still getting stronger, still pumping that iron even as the season's going on. A lot of schools will lay off of it, but here these guys are bumping up in their maxes. For Sam comes home, I think he's come home over the last 3 to 4 weeks in every area of weightlifting. He's going up, and he's excited about it. And it starts with the leadership that we got going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, your coaching staff, the leaders on the staff, our seniors, and these young men here walking the midfield that are going to run out there as captains in a moment. That senior class has great leadership there within it, and hopefully, they can pass that on to the guys under them, and they can see what success looks like.
That's right. And then we do got a very good senior class that have taken the team on their shoulders. And Coach Wilson's, he's expected that of them. And this year, we saw it. We talked about it in the stands last week. We've had good teams, but then we find out, those good teams were because we had good players. Over in Johnson, we realized we had some good players out, but our team came together, probably best I've ever seen as a whole team. And our Red Raiders answered the call.
And think about just the talk in the community, the hype, the buy-in into the program from the community and the people around it. And, I mean, we're sitting here looking at people filing into the stands, and I'm expecting them to keep coming all the way up until kickoff and maybe well into the first quarter. The people are excited. They're ready to see the product on the field, and they're ready to see big things from these Red Raiders.
And tonight's even special here in Bacon County. It's our Wall of Fame game. We're going to be able to honor our guys that paved the way for Red Raider football here at halftime. Met a lot of the families before the game out front there and walked them in. They were excited that their loved one was going to be remembered. And even, some like Mr. Gary Graham, who's going through a lot of illness right now. He's down there, and there's a sense of pride about being a part of a Red Raider team, and he's definitely looking forward to seeing our guys perform tonight.
I think I just been ready for this game to get here and get kicked off for 2 weeks now. That bye week last week, I mean, it was great for us to get to rest up and heal up, but, man, after that Johnson game, I just wish they could have went and kicked it off again last Friday night too.
That's right. Shoot, I was ready to go Saturday.
Anytime, anywhere. I mean, let's go.
And our guys, again, they definitely needed to rest. We had some dings and bangs and things like that we needed to rest up. And, it's just part of being in week 7 or 8 of the season. You're going to have those things, and it's nice to have that right before region play because Pelham didn't get that. They had to go right into region last week, and hard-fought battle they had between them and Irwin, and they come away, I think, with a 5-point loss there to Irwin.
And, I mean, a lot of times football can be a war of attrition. You get late in the season and even playoff time, it's which team's the healthiest.
That's right.
I'd say coming into this game, we're about as healthy as we can be.
Yeah, listening to Coach talk last night, that's what he was saying. We're healthy. The guys really took advantage of the off weeks, spent time in the training room where they needed to be, getting those things worked on. I know I was in there Tuesday, come down here Tuesday, and there was quite a few on the trainer table, and she was working with them, so we're thankful to have her in the school system that they can do those kind of things. To me, that's a big-time program move when we got somebody in-house that they can just go to right there. Our Red Raiders were looking like we're about 1 minute and 46 seconds from kickoff, and they're coming onto the field. Sky didn't pay attention to if we're going to receive or kick off.
I didn't pay attention to it either. I'd almost like to see our defense run out there first and hit somebody in the mouth to get this thing started.
That defense there, you can't say enough good things about them over in Johnson County. They stepped up huge, and especially that fourth down or the fourth quarter, first and goal on the 1 yard line, that four play stand, and wouldn't let Johnson in. That was huge to see our guys just respond with their backs against the wall like that.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I had somebody ask me earlier, a prediction for this game and how I felt it was going to go and who was going to step up. And I told them to watch the trenches on both sides of the ball and watch our linebackers because those guys fly around and, they lay the wood to some guys.
They definitely do. Again, the whole defense, even your secondary guys, what you call your little guys, they don't mind sticking their head in there and just hitting you either. And that's what you want on the defensive side of the ball. And I don't care what game it is, the trenches is where it starts at. Your O-line, and our O-line's been playing really well here the last 5 games, 6 games. They've answered the call. We've averaged, I think, it's 265 yards a game on the ground, and it's because those big guys up front is leading the way, and then the defensive front. Don't much happen that they don't get their hands on it somewhere.
No, those guys, they've just done a great job all year. That defense, like you said, you really can't say enough about them. It just feels like every time we've needed them to step up.
Right.
I mean, they've been in some rough spots, rough situations at times, and they may have been at times, but they've never broken.
It looks like we're going to kick off, and we're actually kicking to the north side of the stadium, or up to the north side towards the concession stand, with our backs towards the big jumbotron we have there. And our Red Raiders, Brent's got the Red Kingdom fired up, and we're finna tee this thing up and get it started.
I'm ready to hear all these people in here get loud.
I know it. Get excited. Isaiah Robertson's back deep. Sophomore's done a really good job this year kicking off for us. And he's going to high pooch kick it there to about the 15-yard line, and they get it on a run. Tries to bounce it outside. Oh, we hit him nice, low hit. Who was that, number 10? Aiden Cawthorn come in there.
Yeah, and I seen something go flying. I thought it was the ball, not a helmet.
It'd have been nice if it was the ball.
It sure would have been.
Our defense, like you said, you wanted to see them come out first. We're going to get to see them. I'll be honest with you, though, Pelham worries me with that triple option, split back veer, old school football.
Yeah, you
don't see it all the time, and you got to be really disciplined and be assignment football. You got to know who your pitch guy is and everything like that. We go to hand it off the middle, and we stuff it right there. He might have, man, they marked him off a lot there. About 2-yard gain on the play.
Well, how many times have we seen that this year? People running it straight at us, and they don't really get much out of it.
No. I thought they bottled him up a lot better than that.
I'll say, looking at them in warm-ups, Pelham did have some good-looking kids down there on the field.
Yeah, they got some athletes, and they're nice size across the line. Now, the one interesting thing, he pulls it. We wrap him up. Get him in the backfield there. Great job by number 6, Key Brown. Great read there. Now, I'll be honest with you, though. I've never seen a team play with the padded shells on their helmet.
Right.
Pelham, their O-line, it looks like, has got the extra padded shells on top of their helmet here tonight. I've never seen a team actually – I've seen them in practice and do stuff like that, but not actually in games. Pelham comes out with twins up to the top side. Split back, veer in the backfield. Sending a man in motion, a little small, drop back to pass. And they hit him in the flats. And he curls around us, and he's going to pick up a first down all the way down to about the 45-yard line. A nice little quick pass they made right there, Sky.
Yeah, and that was a 3rd and long, about 3rd and 9 right there. And, that's – with our defense, that's where you want to have their offense. Have them backed up, get them behind the sticks, and they want to run the ball.
Yeah, they're not comfortable passing at all. They're not a passing team. Now, they are a trick play team. Coach Wilson yesterday said they got about 1,000 trick plays in their repertoire. So we got to be, waiting on that. Pelham comes out with twins to the bottom, run to the top side. Quarterback keeps it. And we bring it down, but not after a 9-yard gain, gets them into Bacon County territory.
Yeah, I think, what was it, last year, the first play of the game in Pelham, they hit one of those trick plays on us?
Little toss, sweep, halfback pass. Yeah, we were on our heels for sure there.
Yeah, you better believe we were ready for that tonight to start the game.
Well, they did it with Irwin last week also. Pelham comes out with their split veer backfield. Try to draw us off sides, and we don't bite. Our defense does a good job holding back there. Rashid Slade comes down in the nose guard position. They hand it up, big guy right up the middle. Picks up plenty of yards for a first down right there.
Yeah, a couple good sides gains there on the last couple plays, and before that we we're stifling them. But that's the thing. On defense, you're going to give up yards, but are you going to give up points?
That's right. That's where we're at. We got to definitely be on that mentality and all. But our defense, man, they got into that mentality. They don't want to break any. Hand it back up to the big guy right in the middle again, and he picks up about 4 yards. Bringing up 2nd down and 6. And they got a big fullback there.
Picks up 4, be 2nd down and 6.
And I'll be honest, off that wide, it's hard to read what the really numbers they are.
Yeah, those are not easy uniforms to read down there from our vantage point.
Right. 8 minutes, 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Pelham's got a nice little drive going here. Our Red Raiders trying to make a stop. And, man, nice handoff right up the middle to the big fullback, number 5. That's a big guy to try to bring down, and we got to start hitting that dive guy in the mouth. He's going to kill us right here.
Those guys are fighting for every inch down there, too. They're not going down easy.
He goes to pitch it and tries to go inside, and we bring him down. But he falls forward for a couple.
And we won on first down that time. You know, I'll take that as a gain, minimal gain right there. The previous couple times, Pelham won first down, got a couple good chunks on first down. So now our defense can kind of settle in here, hopefully.
That's right. Hand it off up the middle again. Number 1's going to walk into the end zone there from about 15 yards out for the first score. Pelham strikes early here, Sky.
Yeah, and I mean, he walked in with just no one around him there. I tell you, we haven't seen that very much this year against our defense.
Somebody, again, this is assignment football, and somebody might have got caught looking outside when they should have been looking inside.
Yeah, well, you better believe when they get back to the sideline, those coaches will get that right.
Oh, yeah. Ball's up, and it's good. So with 7 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first quarter, Pelham takes a lead 7-0 over our Red Raiders.
We'll take a break here and be back with the kickoff. All right, Heath, we're back, and Pelham's going to kick it off here to our Red Raiders coming off that touchdown drive of theirs.
Man, they had a nice long drive there, and we just didn't have an answer. We seem like we're bottling up the pitch and the quarterback there, but we got to have an answer for that dive back. Our interior line's got to answer the call here. Pelham, from everything I've seen, they do pretty much old little pooch kick. And our guys are played up for it. Kicker's got it up. Pooch kick right in the middle of the field. We let it bounce one time. Aiden Cawthorn hasn't. He's going up the middle of the field. He had a blocker. But, man, they bottled him up about the 30-yard line. I am not a fan of letting it bounce any.
No, because there's so much that can go wrong with the longer you wait. But regardless, I'll take starting at nearly the 30-yard line.
That's right. Aiden did a good job. They backed it up to the 29-yard line. Our Red Raiders come onto the field for the first time tonight on offense. Knox Ledbetter back at quarterback. Good to see number 1, Travion Richardson, back in the backfield. And then flanked over to the side, to the top side, we got Moopy Green back. Both of them was out of the Johnson game with injury, so nice to have them back tonight. We come out with our slot running back, man in motion. Handed off number 1. He got him a hole. He breaks it to the inside. He cuts back in. Past the 50, run him out of bounds. All the way down to about the 42, 43-yard line. Great run by Travion Richardson there. And he started to the top side, Sky, and bounced it all the way back down to the bottom side here. And I thought he was going to have enough speed to get away from him, but they just kind of run him out of bounds right there.
Well, I think that's a good response from our offense
That's
right
right.
there. I think the only thing that would have made it better is if he would have found the end zone.
Yep. We answered the call right there, and we know Travion is definitely dangerous. And I know they're going to be watching number 3, Moopy, coming off that edge here too. I'm sure they've got us scouted well, and we definitely like that play too.
I mean, we've seen it have success over and over again this year.
That's right. Knox brings our guys to the line. One running back in the backfield, twins up to the top side. Moopy goes in motion. They get it. Oh, and he loses his balance coming off the edge.
I was thinking for a moment we might break that one also. Travion was out there leading the way for him, and if he could have kept his feet there, he might have ended up in the end zone on that play.
I'll give Aiden Cawthorn credit. They had a linebacker sneaked up there going to try to bust that play, and he come in and nice block there to free Moopy before he could eat. But like I said, just lost his footing going around the corner.
You love to see receivers when they're unselfish and they're out there laying blocks.
And I've said it all year about Travion, watching him. He will block. Knox keeps it, and he's going to gain about 5 yards on the play. Going to bring up a big third down for us here, Sky.
Yeah, and that little QB power play there by Knox, it's become relatively effective. I mean, Knox is carrying, he's probably 220 back there. It's not easy to bring him down for anybody on that defense.
That's it. And he's running hard. When he puts his head down, he don't slow up.
Yeah, if we're going to get 5 yards every time we run that play, I think that math works out in our favor.
We're running twins to the short side of the field towards the top there. Moopy down to the bottom side. Man in motion. Handed off to number 10, Aiden Cawthorn. He's got a hole. And he's going to pick up a first down. Great run by Aiden. That's kind of first wrinkle we've shown on that one. We've not had a little wide receiver sweep, if you want to call it that, jet sweep.
Yeah, Coach Matt apparently has some new tricks up his sleeve tonight.
That's right.
Whatever works. I'll take whatever results in us winning this ball game.
I love to see a coach that ain't quit mid-season and he's still trying to figure something new out. We run twins down to the bottom side. Aiden back in motion. Handed off number 1. He got up the middle. He bounces back towards us, and he's got an open area. Number 1 scores. Great job by Travion Richardson. Great vision, man. He looks like he's seeing the field really good tonight.
He looks healthy is what he looks like.
Wow, what a great series by our offense. We answered back right there for sure.
Yeah, what a response. Pelham might have hit us with a good shot there on their first drive, but we came right back and swung at them.
We told them this ain't going to be an easy night for them. And I expect that going into this. I think Max Preps has us pretty much dead even as far as what they're predicting score-wise. So it's going to be a dogfight for us tonight, and we've been in them. The clinch game, Isaiah kicked the ball up, and it is good. It's 5:25 left in the first quarter. It is a tied ball game here in Bacon County, 7-7.
And on that run by Travion, it just seems like our lineman sealed that all perfectly. Travion with the cut. I mean, everything just went to plan, and that's usually the result you get right there.
That's it. And we talked about it. It's going to be the trenches. We saw Pelham. Pelham dominated the first series in the trenches going down the field. Our guys answered right back. Again, you look at it, we had the one sweep play with Aiden that got good yardage, but the rest of them was right up the middle. So it's going to be one of them nights probably.
Yeah, this feels like one of them nights where just the smallest things will make the biggest difference in the ball game.
Yep. Our Raiders are coming up to kick off. Isaiah Robertson doing the kicking duties. And I've been impressed with him. He seems to have every little kick there is in his arsenal. He can squib kick it, pooch kick it. He's kicked it into the end zone or close to the end zone.
It might be to the point where we start calling him a weapon out there on special teams.
There's no doubt about it. It's coming, and the more comfortable we get, especially with the field goal, we're talking about a sophomore. We got 2 more years. He's only going to get better with it. Isaiah kicks off. high kick and going to drop about the 10-yard line. They bring it up the middle. He's going to try to bounce it to the top side. And we finally bring him down about the 35-yard line. Looks like the kicking team, or the return teams, look like they got a little plan on both sides. We're getting pretty good yardage both ways. It'd be nice if we can pin them back deeper a little bit next time.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if anybody really expects a shootout tonight, but so far in this game, both teams, offensively and special teams-wise, they've pretty much done whatever they wanted to.
That's right. It's not – the defenses ain't really been able to show a whole lot. And that might be what it boils down to, whoever has the first defensive stance. Hand off the middle, and we do stuff him. Man, they are giving him some yardage for sure.
Yeah, he's just leaning on us and falling forward out there.
And that split back veer, most of the old school folks, I remember it back when my playing days. That was what about everybody ran, and you kind of knew how to play for it. But, nowadays not many people run it, and it's something special our defense has to plan for. They come back out with twins down to the bottom side. And number one hits it right up the middle, and he's going to pick up a first down.
Yeah, they're just blocking it up front really well right now, and I think we're about 50-50 getting off our blocks.
Yeah, he's definitely – and the quarterback's reading it well. He's seeing something there on the dive side of it that he keeps giving it right there in the middle because he hadn't pulled it very many times tonight. But I don't want our guys to get lulled to sleep on the outside and not do their job because he can pull it here in a minute, and he just did. And we get him. Oh, but, man, he's still on his feet. I thought Tyler was going to bring him down in the backfield there. He had his big paw on him, but he shook loose and gained about 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, they've got the perfect guys in the backfield to be running this offense. They're all big, sturdy guys back there that bring something with them when they go to hit you.
And the quarterback's, he's a nice-sized guy himself. Just kind of speedster type, but he's got some stout to him. Pelham comes out with twins down to the bottom side. Hand it off the middle again. And he's going to pick up about 4 more yards, going to bring up 3rd down and 3 right across Bacon County's 50 on the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I feel like these 3rd and short yardage situations will be big tonight in determining who wins this ball game because you got to think Pelham's offense will probably get themselves into a lot of these downs and distances.
Yeah, our Red Raiders have got to answer here. It'd be nice to have a stop. Don't let them get this first down. They try to draw us off sides. And I'll be honest, we've been really disciplined this year, I feel like, on the defensive side of the ball. We've had a few issues, but hand it up the middle again. Oh, and we drive him back.
I don't think he got it.
Man, they are almost giving it to him up there. I think it's going to be a bad spot. Wow, what a spot that is, Sky.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he was that close. They are going to rule it 4th down, though, on the play.
It's close.
Well, you talk about our discipline up front, and you look across that D-line, that's 4 seniors out there with their hand in the dirt.
That's right. 5 when you drop Rashid down there from the middle. Oh, that ought to be.
I hope they blew that dead well before that spot.
Yeah. I don't know what in the world all that was. But that picks up a first down for them here. And, again, that was something we didn't want. That was just a straight-up quarterback sneak right behind the center. He just lowered his head and plowed through.
Surprised they didn't pull out the new tush push that's getting all the talk around the NFL these days.
They bring twins down to the bottom side, hand it up off the middle again.
They're going to blow this play dead.
I think it's going to be false start. And I'll be honest, I thought I've seen some movement there a little early, but they haven't called it yet.
Yeah, we'd like that call on the 4th down play there.
Oh, yeah. And I'll be honest, I thought it was that because most of the line didn't even move.
Yeah, there was a delay there in the center and one of the guards, and I believe they were pushing forward before the quarterback realized he was supposed to go.
Bring up first down and 15. 2 minutes left on the first quarter. It's tied up here in Bacon County. Pelham's on the Red Raider 47-yard line. Twins down to the bottom. Fake the handoff, and he dives up the middle, and we wrap him up. But not after a nice gain of about 10 yards there. About 9 yards. It's going to bring up second down and 6. Again, it's just that ground and pound type football. Finding a hole and trying to get there.
Yeah, with this offensive scheme, if you're a defensive player, you're not going to be running from any contact tonight.
No. Hand it off the middle. Oh, he fakes it. But I think he's going to bring close to another first down there.
And what you got to hope for our defense is that they don't start getting frustrated out there.
Yep. Again, this is just assignment football. Play after play after play is going to be the same thing. You just got to be disciplined enough to stay in that play. Going to bring up third and inches, I believe. They said it's a yard, but I don't think it's a yard there.
I'll tell you, I'd love to see us strip somebody right here.
We run third in at nose guard and hand it up to number 1 right up the – no, he pulls it. And, man, he just does not go down easy. We run him out of bounds, but not after a huge gain there of about 10 yards, picking up another first down for Pelham.
Yeah, that quarterback, you're not going to arm tackle him. You're going to have to square him up and strike him.
Yep. Our defense here got their heels backed up deeper than they really want to be at this point. Let's see how we answer here. They run one wide receiver down to the bottom. Oh, we jump. We just talked about discipline.
Yeah, the announcer's curse right there.
Yep. So I'm bringing up first down and 5 for our Pelham.
Yeah, with 36 seconds on the clock here to go in the first quarter. Clock seemed to just melt away so far in this game, which that was to be expected when you've got two teams that predominantly run the ball.
That's right. It's going to just be, clock management, clock running all night. Hand it up the middle, and he don't get touched by nobody. Number 5 takes it from about another 15 yards, 20 yards out for the score. With 30 seconds left, Pelham goes up here. Again, it just seems like that middle is opened up here, and our guys have got to figure out how to close it up.
Yeah, it feels like they're just shredding us there anytime they try the middle. And that's just weird on our part, as we haven't really seen that be a problem for our defense so far this year.
Not at all.
But I don't think we're surprised. I mean, we knew that Pelham wasn't going to come in here and lay down, and we weren't just going to roll over them. So I hope nobody's down there surprised or expecting anything different so far.
The region we're in is tough. I don't care which way you turn it. It's tough. And we're going to have to keep our head about us here. And, the fans got to understand that's kind of the way it's going to be. Our Red Raiders come out to receive the ball. Number 3, Moopy Green, and number 10, Aiden Cawthorn's back deep to receive for the Red Raiders. And it's going to be, I feel like a back-and-forth battle all night. Kind of like what we saw with Clinch.
I think so, too. It's going to be whoever can make big-time plays in big-time situations.
Yep, that's right.
And I believe our team's made for it. I know these guys, they've got it in them, so I don't have any doubt at all.
Pelham got it up the kick. Nice little drive kick that time to number 3, Moopy Green. He's trying to come to the bottom side, and he's got a blocker. He's trying to bounce outside, and they bring him down about the 47-yard line.
Good return there by Moopy.
Great return by Moopy Green. Man, he is just electric. When he gets his hands on the ball, man, he is gone.
And he's probably the smallest guy on the field at any given point, but he doesn't play like it.
Oh, no. Moopy's like he's carrying a giant around out here. He might have that, what they call that, Chihuahua syndrome. You can't tell him he ain't a big dog because he is. And he plays like it, too. Our Red Raiders come out. We got one wide receiver to the bottom, one wide receiver to the top.
Yeah, good starting field position here again for our Red Raiders. And I mean, if we keep starting here all night, I think we'll find ourselves pretty successful.
Hand off number 1. He's trying to find him a hole. He cuts back inside. Sam Carver, get out of the way. He kind of got blocked there by his own guy there. We run Rashid in there to fill in for him. And that's the first quarter. Our Red Raiders here are down 14-7 at a nice, cool night in Bacon County.
Yeah, we'll take a break and be back with you at the start of the second quarter.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense. Keep going. More. No, stop!
All right, everybody, we're back here. Second quarter's about to get underway with Pelham leading your Red Raiders 14-7 as your Red Raiders had the ball here on their own 49-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Our Red Raiders run twins down to the bottom side. Knox Ledbetter's joined in the backfield by Rashid Slade. The flanker running back is number 3, Moopy Green. Hand it off to Moopy. He's trying to get the edge. He's got a lead blocker. Nice pickup by Moopy. He's going to bring him all the way down to about the 44-yard line for our Red Raiders.
Yeah, good patience there by Moopy. He just followed Rashid the entire time.
Why would you not? You got a guy like that in front of you, just wait to see where he goes. Our Red Raiders come to the line fairly quickly. We can run trips to the top side. Rashid Slade's the lone running back in the backfield. We do have a tight end down to the bottom side of our formation. Snap and hand off, or Knox just takes it right up the middle. Right off tackle there, picks up about 6 yards for a first down. Yeah, I'm like you. I like that little quarterback power play.
You know what it reminds me of, and I don't want to compare him to this guy, but when Tim Tebow was at Florida,
that's right.
I just keep having flashbacks right now. Because as a Georgia fan, we've seen plenty of that.
Oh. Yeah. Tebow's a good guy. He just wasn't we didn't like him in that color blue. Our Red Raiders got one wide receiver up top, one down to the bottom. We're looking to the sideline to get the play. 12 seconds on the play clock. Send Moopy in motion. Hand it back off to Rashid. Man, he's driving for about 4 to 5 yards there. Nice hard battle up front there. Our guys had a hole for him.
And so far, our offensive line's performing very well up there.
And Pelham's kind of like us. They got some pretty good size across that front line. I ain't going to say they're as big as we are. And that's usually ain't said about Bacon County as far as size-wise, but we've been fortunate this year. Our Red Raiders got twins up to the top side. Travion Richardson's to the right of, handed off to number 10 on a jet sweep. He's trying to get to the edge. He's got the edge. And he's trying to tight walk, and they run him out of bounds there about the, see where they mark him, about the 18 is where they should. Yep. 18, 19, they're trying to decide which one.
Yeah, that little sweep there to Aiden, I mean, it was effective again. I mean, he's one of our faster guys out there, so get him the ball on the edge and let him do the work.
We run our big package out there. And that's got to be not demeaning, kind of upsetting to a defensive line when you're getting dominated by what we're calling our smaller package, and then they run the big boys in there on top of you.
Yeah, it's kind of like Billy Mays. But wait, there's more.
There's more. And they do a good job. You don't lose anything by switching up the lines, I don't think. Hand it off to Travion, and he's trying to find a hole, trying to bounce it, and he ain't got nothing. He's trying to come back to the bottom side and see if he can gain any positive yards. Wow, he ran 30 to get none, I think.
I mean, I think they're going to mark him maybe a 1-yard loss on the play.
Yep. He ran trying to find everything. Just wasn't nothing out there. Turned course and tried to make something happen, and just wasn't nothing there.
Yeah, and Pelham had that one sniffed out from the start. And honestly, that 1-yard loss is a better result than what you thought was going to happen when you originally seen Travion hit the hole.
Yep. Our Red Raiders come out with twins to the top side, one running back in the backfield. Now we're moving Moopy out to the third wide receiver in the slot receiver. We're down to 6 seconds on the play clock. And Pelham calls a timeout. They must not like what they saw.
No, I believe that might have been the first time we've lined up with trips up top in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, when we're sitting here just running it at Pelham, hitting them in the mouth every play, and we pull out something new, it gives them reason to be rattled.
That's right. And our Red Raiders, again, nice little drive is what we're talking about. It seems like it's been the theme of the game so far. It's just the offenses are just churning drives out. And it's going to seem to be who's going to, might be who has the ball last and which defense is going to hold up.
Yeah, it's funny because last weekend I listened to Kirby Smart, and he was talking about those long, sustained drives where you get in 15, 16, 17 plays, and he said, well, we can't have those. We got to have some explosives. Well, he better not be watching this game.
That's right. And, really, we all love the explosive plays, but, the football game, to me, I love 4 yards in a cloud of dust. I can watch that all day long. I love that kind of football game. A lot of people don't, but.
I mean, down there on the field, you think about those offensive linemen, they get an opportunity here every play to just assert their will and dominance over another man on the other side.
And do it over and over again.
And that's where that weight room really pays off. You got to have that stamina and just that core strength and hold up and sustain it.
That's right. Our Red Raiders are coming back after the timeout that Pelham took. 9:44 left in the half. We run trips to the top side. Number 5, Rashid Slade's in the backfield, second down and 11 for our Red Raiders on the 20-yard line. Knox gets the snap, handed off to number 5, and he's got him a little hole, and he's churning his feet, and he gets all the way down to about the 10-yard line. Going to be close to a first down. See how they spot it. I thought he fell across the 10. They're saying he didn't. So that's going to bring up a third and a long one for us, Sky.
Yeah, and that play just yet again was blocked great up front, and Rasheed was able to hit that hole, and you'd have thought that he'd have fell across that first down marker, but that's all right. It'll give us a chance to pick it up right here.
That's right. Big third down for our Red Raiders deep in the Pelham territory. Knox takes it again. Oh, he's got him a hole, and they're going to bring him down about the 6-yard line. Looks like what they got him marked at. First down, though, for our Red Raiders. That's a nice weapon to have, just to be able to pull out when you want to. A quarterback that don't mind putting his head in there. And
yeah, I mean, people love to have that stereotype where some quarterbacks hate taking contact. Well, Knox kind of seeks it out sometimes on those runs.
Well, that's probably that catcher mentality in him too.
Hey, you got to be tough to play that spot. I don't
yeah.
care what anybody says.
Our Red Raiders come with one wide receiver to the bottom and one to the top. We're now headed towards the south side, towards our Jumbotron. Rashid Slade's in the backfield with Knox. Number 10 goes in motion. And Rashid tries to pound it up the middle, but I don't think he got very much out of it.
No, he might have got a yard on that play.
Going to bring up a second down and goal for our Red Raiders on the 5-yard line.
Well, I can just about guarantee you this is 4-down territory.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, I know Pelham's only had 2 possessions, but they've moved it well on us, so you got to think field goals might not win you this ball game.
No. We run twins to the top side. Both our running backs, slot back, Moopy and Travion's both on Knox's left side. Knox calls for the ball, hands it off to number 1 up the middle, and he's got in.
Yes,
touchdown, number 1, Travion Richardson, dive play right up the middle.
Another great response there by that Raider offense, that offensive line, our backs. I mean, we just got our guys doing their jobs there so far.
Yep. They are doing their job, doing what they're supposed to do, and that's all you can ask for out of this. Is our offense to answer back each and every time, and we do know our defense is good. It's gonna find what it needs. Them coaches down there, they're looking for it right now. Isaiah up and good. 7:32 left in the second quarter. Our Red Raiders just tied the ball game up.
Well, you think about it like this, how many times this season has our offense really needed our defense to step up and make a big stop or a big play? Well, so far not. Our defense needs our offense, and they've answered the call so far.
Every time. It's great to see. You talked about it. The team part of it. And that's what we're seeing out here is this team playing together. They've got each other's back. I've enjoyed kind of getting to know them and things like that during the different things. And, man, you just see it in their eyes. They're wanting victories after victories. And they know that they're getting to the point where they're having the confidence where they know they can get them. And
that's a big part of it is just the belief.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this time a year ago or 2 years ago, it was, well, we hope we can win this game. Right. And now it's we expect to win this game.
Isaiah Robertson tees it up. Back deep for Pelham. I'm trying to think. It looks like number 3 on the jersey. Isaiah kicks it deep right down the middle, about the 8-yard line where you're going to get it. And he tries to bounce outside, and the key brings him down about the 21-yard line. That's about the best place we've stopped them so far, Sky.
Yeah, you know, so far in this game, both return teams have had some success, and, well, maybe that's just the spark that gets our defense locked in also.
Yep. And I'll be honest with you, that was so hard, I almost said Joe right then. It was coming out.
Yeah, shout out to Joe.
Yeah, that's right.
On the road with work this week.
He wasn't able to be here for the festivities, and trust me, we missed him in the touchdown club.
And you know he's missing it.
Oh, yeah. Hand it off the middle again. And we trip him up, but not after a gain of about 8 yards.
Yeah, on some of those plays, it just feels like you see a big pile around where the ball carrier is, and then he just leaks out there at the end and stumbles forward for a couple.
Yeah. Going to bring up second down and 3 for Pelham. 7 minutes left on the clock. Our defense comes out. They got twins down to the bottom side. Try to get us to jump. Man, there was movement. and he pulls it. Man, it looks like they're moving every time.
Yeah, I feel like there's been some movement there up front, and I mean, maybe they're just referees. I'm not really sure. Maybe Pelham's just masking it very well down there at field level to them or something. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I know Coach Wilson's down there standing right next to a ref on the sideline having a little conversation.
We lost sound. Our Red Raiders hand it up the middle, and we finally do stuff at this time. Trying to bring him down, but big man just won't go down. But great job by our defensive line. We're not sure. We might have a technical difficulty. Just got a message that we lost sound. If it's back, somebody let me know. 5 minutes and 43 seconds left on the clock here in the halftime. Pelham's got 2nd and 10. Fake the handoff, and he pulls it. And, man, he fights for every yard. And, man, they give him good spots. All the way down, he picks up about 8 yards on the play. Going to be 3rd and 2 here.
Yeah, big 3rd down right here, man. You'd love to see our Raiders make a stop and get off the field and get that ball back to our offense.
Bow our neck and just see what we can do. Oh, what they call? False start, backs them up. That's exactly. If we couldn't stop it, that was what we needed right there. Bring up a 3rd down and about 6 now.
That's his problem. They refresh. As long as you got it here, they got it.
Our Red Raiders here Pelham's facing a long 3rd down, probably the longest one they've had so far, Sky.
Yeah, and I mean, on defense, you love to see this.
Oh, yeah.
Get them in those uncomfortable situations where they might have to pass it.
Timeout. Pelham takes a timeout. And, yeah, that's definitely good to see. That's what we want to see more often is 3rd down and long. Especially, again, they're a ground and pound team.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, they don't really want to throw the ball. And anytime you can force them to do that, I mean, I feel like that's an advantage for our defense.
Yes, sir. I think so.
And you look up there, and there's 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the 2nd quarter, and it feels like the quarter just began.
I know it, man. It's been churning for sure. And while we're on timeout, Sky, I really want to take a few minutes and just recognize the Wall of Fame inductees a little bit. I see them. We told them about 5 minutes before to go down and start getting lined up, and we're going to bring them out and recognize them here right at halftime. But, man, you know, that's who built what we've got now. And to see them come back and watch our guys play in this nice stadium, most of them played down there at the Mojo.
Yeah, and, I mean, those guys paved the way for the guys you see on the field tonight for this program, upholding standard, and I'm sure they're glad to see the program where it is right now.
Oh, yeah. Pelham comes out with their split back veer. Twins down to the bottom side. Rolls out like he's going to pass. He throws back. Oh, incomplete pass.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Oh, yes.
I'll be honest, they might have had that set up well. I know they threw it back, and we had, I believe that's Mike Dixon over there. He was going to be one-on-one in the open field with that receiver.
Yep. But I'll be honest, if I got to trust anybody, it'll be Mike.
Yeah.
That kid, when he comes, he's coming full steam. So that's going to bring up the first punter tonight, Sky.
Yeah, you're 4 minutes and 24 seconds left in the 2nd quarter, and you're just now having your first punt. That tells you what type of game you're in. But there goes our defense making a big stand.
That's what we've asked for. Again, we wanted to see who was going to make the first one. Nice high kick. Brody calls for a fair catch. And our Red Raiders are going to take over there with 4 minutes and 19 seconds left in the half on about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what I'd love to see here is a little double dip where we hold on to this ball for the rest of the quarter, score there at the end, and then we get the ball to start the second half, and
that's right.
We'll go score again.
Hey, I like that. Seems like they drew it up in the playbook.
That's exactly how you want it to work out.
That's right.
I'll take a 2-score lead in this ball game.
Yeah.
But you just want to see us keep executing. So far, I mean, I don't think we've had a penalty on offense and definitely haven't had a turnover, so we want to keep that train rolling.
Our offense comes to the line. One wide receiver to the top, one down to the bottom. Moopy in motion. He's getting to the outside. Travion. Oh, he breaks it back inside, and he picks up about 6 yards on the play. I thought he was going to get more than that, but they had a guy come from the inside with a nice hit.
Game of inches. I'm telling you, he's about a couple inches away there from having the space he needed to break that one free.
Our O-line comes to the line quickly, trying to reset. Clock's ticking down, 3:55 left in the quarter. We're looking to the sideline to get the play in. Rashid Slade's back in the backfield. Moopy up in motion. Swing pass out to Moopy. And, man, they eat that up. They saw that coming a mile away. That's not the direction we want to be heading in.
No, that is our first pass of the night, and they just outnumbered us over there to that side and was able to blow it up.
That's going to bring up a long third down, be third down and about 7 for our Red Raiders.
Yeah, we talked about Pelham not wanting to be in third and long, which nobody does, and we don't want to be in that situation either. But we have shown some success this year in the passing game, so this is certainly manageable for our offense.
2:57 left on the clock. Knox gets the snap, rolls out. He gets brought down in the backfield. Big defensive end come off the edge there, got past his block, brought Knox down. Big loss on the play of about 6 yards. And that's going to bring on the punt team for us, I think.
Yeah, so we went from having a shootout to a defensive stalwart out here.
Yep. Again, that was not how we wanted to answer on that one. Isaiah back to kick, punt. Oh, bad punt.
Yeah, and you definitely didn't want to see that happen right there.
No, that was not a good punt at all. I believe that's the first bad punt I've seen off of his foot all year.
Yeah, just a bad time there. I mean, you've got 1 minute 58 seconds left here in the half.
And we give them great field position right here. Our defense, we're calling on them to answer the bell again here.
Yep, it's their time.
Pelham comes onto the field.
Yeah, we got to have our defense stand up right here and make a play for us.
Pelham runs out with a split back veer. Twins to the top side of the field. Our defense, 5-man front. He fakes, throws a little pass, and it's complete. And then we're going to bring him down about the 5-yard line. He kind of hid behind his line there for a minute and popped up to throw a little pass, little slant pass right there.
I think they just caught us off guard there with that one.
Yep.
Pass is complete to number 2.
One minute and 44 seconds left on the clock. Pelham comes to the line. We're in a 5-man defensive front. We got all our big hogs out there. Actually dropped down to a 6, it looks like now. They send a man in motion. Hand off to number 1.
Big hit there down near the goal line, man.
He's going to pick up about 3. Going to bring down second and, where's that third? Second down and goal on the 2-yard line.
Need another hit like that, see if we can't jar that ball loose right here.
Pelham comes to the line. 58 seconds left on the clock. They're running the clock out as much as they can. They're looking towards the sideline to get when they need to run the play. They're down to 8 seconds. Fake the handoff, and he goes in and scores. 40 seconds left on the clock. Pelham jumps up ahead on Bacon County on that dive play right up the middle.
Yeah, and that's just a product there of giving them that short field to work with.
We definitely didn't do ourselves no favors on that series. And we're not going to have much time to work with them when we come back out. And the kick is up and good. So with 40 seconds left in the half, our Red Raiders are down 21-14.
Yeah, and we'll see what we can do here with these 40 seconds remaining in the half. You know, we might can pull something off and put some points on the board before we go into the locker room, but we'll still receive the ball to start the second half.
Hey, put it in the hands of Moopy on the kickoff if you want to.
Hey, we've got some electric guys back there. We're really in striking distance regardless of where we are on the field.
Yep. It's been like we talked about, it's just a slugfest right now. The war's in the trenches, and right now they pulled ahead of us.
Yeah, and it's just been back and forth. And, you know, it's kind of like the old analogy of a heavyweight fight down there on the field.
Yep. Pelham has it teed up. High kick. They're going to give it to Moopy. Moopy's coming to this bottom side. And he's got a hole. He got a block. Could he go? And they push him out of bounds. They're about the 20-yard line. Moopy Green had one guy, and he had to catch him. Great job. Man, they're going to move him back to about the 24. Again, I just don't agree with the spots that's going on tonight. Hey, we asked for a spark.
I mean, did we not just talk about that or what?
I told you if you want to kick it to him if you want to.
And as that ball was up in the air, I was just thinking in my head, you know, when are teams going to just stop kicking it to us and kick it away from our guys back there?
I'll be honest with you. I never have understood why you kick the ball to the best guy on the team. For any team. I don't understand that logic.
Regardless, our Raiders are set up in a good spot here.
Oh, wide open. Yes, sir. Touchdown. Great pass by Knox, led better to number 24, Isaiah Robertson. The striking answer right there with 23 seconds left in the half.
And all it took was one play.
Woo!
One explosive return, one just dime of a pass by Knox there to Isaiah.
Great job. They were not expecting that at all. And, man, just right where you wanted it at.
You know, right when Pelham thought they might have been possibly pulling something out of their hat there and pulling away from us, our Raiders just hit them with a haymaker.
Yep. I think we're going to have to call a timeout here. And, Sky, I've got to go do my Touchdown Club president duties and be the smiling face for this Wall of Fame, so I'm going to leave it with you for the next 23 seconds. But,
yes,
it's been a great half, and I hope our guys can knock it in right here to tie it up going into half. And like you said, we get the ball back right here.
Yeah, just bring that momentum back with you when you come back up here.
I hear you.
Yeah, like Heath just said, we've got 23 seconds left here in the first half. The Raiders just called a timeout here before they kick the extra point. Pelham right there had that short field. They were able to punch it in the end zone, and Moopy just electrifies this place with that long kickoff return, and we're just an extra point away from tying this thing up, and you'd have to assume that it would go into the half with that score standing if we can make this extra point here, which Isaiah has been extremely reliable in the kicking game so far this season. So Isaiah's lining it up. Snap, hold, kick is up. Isaiah will tie this ball game back up. So it's Pelham 21, Bacon County 21 with 23 seconds left here in the first half. There for a little while, you had both teams just working their way down the field with these long, sustained drives. And then now here in just the past minute or so, you've had two scores rapidly. Went from a slow pace to fast pace, 0 to 100 real quick right here at the end of the first half. And these stands, these fans, they love what they're seeing. They're out here tonight witnessing a great ball game. So Isaiah's going to tee it up to kick it back to Pelham here. Just want to make sure that we get down there and cover this kick. Isaiah kicks it short here to the bottom side. Pelham's going to call for a fair catch there. So Pelham will get the ball here on their own 35-yard line. There's still 23 seconds left in the first half. We'll see if Pelham wants to try to get a big play off right here, or they're just content to go into the half in a tie ball game. I think Pelham's lining up here in their usual formation. Quarterback's going to toss it back. The ball's on the ground. We're going to wrap him up for a big loss there at about way back at the 20-yard line as Pelham was trying to pull a trick out of their hat right there, and it didn't go very well for him at all, as they're going to end up losing about 12 yards on the play. And they're just going to let this clock roll down. So we're going to go into half with the score tied up 21-21 with your Red Raiders set to receive the second half kickoff. And we'll be back with you then.
Our first inductees tonight are a pair of twins from the 1950s, Jimmy and Henry Bishop. The first two pair of twins to play for the Bacon County Red Raiders. Both brothers were outstanding athletes and great students. In football, both played for 4 years and were a part of the 4-year stretch in Bacon County football history to go without a losing season. The twins made up 50% of the backfield for the Bacon County during their playing careers. During their senior year, Henry was selected to the first team All-State. Sadly, Henry passed away a few years ago. Unfortunately, due to hurricane damages and other obligations, Jimmy could not be with us tonight. Receiving their plaque for their uncle is Mrs. Renee Rollerson Williams. Please recognize Jimmy and Henry Bishop as inductees to the Wall of Fame. Next, from the 1960s, our inductee, Gary Graham, was a four-year letterman for the football program, quarterback of the team that came the closest to an undefeated team in history, in the school history. In 1962, the team went 7-1-2 and finished number 9 in the state, knocking off highly ranked Jeff Davis County in the last game of the season, 20-12 in Hazelhurst. But for 3 points away from Graham's team would have finished with a perfect season. That year, Graham threw for 15 touchdowns, a school record which held for 58 years. Please welcome Gary Graham to the Red Raider Hall of Fame. Our next inductee, in the 1970s, Charlie Calhoun. Calhoun was a four-year letterman and a multi-year 1,000-yard rusher. With 4.4 speed, Calhoun was one of the fastest players to play for the mighty Red Raiders. Additionally, Calhoun was a threat to opponents with his passing ability. Calhoun was an ambidextrous, completed option passes with both right and left hands. Charlie also kicked, punts, and field goals with left and right foot. Charlie set a Bacon County school record for rushing for 200 yards in a game in 1974. That record stood for 24 years. Had it not been for a knee injury, his senior year would have widely believed that he would have been an outstanding Division I college player. Please welcome Charlie Calhoun to the Bacon County Wall of Fame 2023. Our next inductee from the 1980s, Arthur Tyron Dunham. Dunham was an exceptional athlete. He was a 3-year starter on the football team and played on offense as our quarterback and on defense as our strong safety. In addition, Dunham was a 4-year starter on our baseball team. He was the #1 starting pitcher and played shortstop when he wasn't pitching. His physical talent was very apparent, but to his teammates, he was known for his intellect, character, and leadership skills. No matter the sport, Dunham was a leader, position, on and off the field. At the leader, Dunham's quarterbacked the Raiders to some of the most exciting victories, including a last-second victory over powerhouse Waycross Bulldogs. Tyron's 1987 team is still arguably the greatest Red Raider squad in Bacon County history. They won the 1987 Region 2AA Southwest Championship and faced powerhouse Camden County in the playoffs in a slugfest for the ages. Sadly, Tyron has passed away. Representing him tonight, his sister Cheryl Wilcox, brother Barry Dunham, and his mother Charlie Mae Dunham. Please welcome 1980 inductee 2023 Wall of Fame, Arthur Tyron Dunham. Our 1990s inductee, Phil Carver. Carver quarterbacked the Red Raiders to back-to-back playoff appearances in 1991 and 1992. Arguably the two of the best back-to-back Red Raider football teams in Bacon County history. Phil's 1991 team won Bacon County's first ever playoff game in fine fashion, upsetting powerhouse Waycross Bulldogs at Memorial Stadium, carrying them on to the Sweet 16 GHSA state playoffs against mighty ranked Mitchell Baker during his junior year. Carver's senior year, his Red Raiders won the Region 2 AA champions and hosted the first ever home playoff game at the Mojo Morris Johnson Stadium. Congratulations, and please welcome Phil Carver, 2023 inductee to the Bacon County Raider Wall of Fame. Our 2000 inductee, Denaris Waits. Waits was the 4-year starter. He played running back and safety. He started at running back his first game as a freshman and never lost his starting position throughout his career. He worked harder than anyone in the weight room and was pound for pound one of the strongest players in Region 2 AA. Waits was All-Region his senior year and Defensive Player of the Year in the 2 AA. A great Red Raider football player, Waits went on to successful college playing and coaching career. Denaris could not be with us tonight. Being on a coaching staff at Liberty University in Virginia, he is preparing his team for another great season. He is represented tonight by his mother and father, James and Gerline Waits. Please welcome Denaris Waits, 2023 Wall of Fame. And our 2010 inductee, Dylan Davis. Davis was an outstanding lineman who helped lead Bacon County to the GHSA state playoffs in 2011. Davis was an all-state defensive lineman and also anchored an outstanding defensive line that started the turnaround for Bacon County football. Davis was known for being a hard-nosed, tough, vocal leader that garnered the respect of his teammates. Davis is an outstanding young man and devoted Raider that made everyone proud on Friday nights. Dylan was a part of the head coaching legend Bobby Johns' Awaken the Bacon turnaround in 2011. Please welcome Dylan Davis into the 2023 Wall of Fame. And our final inductee of the year, coach and player, Coach Leroy Carver. Coach Carver played halfback in 1954 team that was known as the Bacon Bees. From then in 1957, Leroy played for the Bacon County Mighty Red Raiders, coached youth football from 1984 to 1992. He was an inspiration to many young boys that developed an excellent players and, more importantly, excellent men. His devotion the teams carried over into his adult life when he and Mr. Carl Harper were willing to guarantee the funding for a much-needed renovation to Morris Johnson Stadium. Carver served many years with the Bacon County Board of Education and was known for his joking phrase, "Boys, I'm only here to vote no." Coach Carver developed his players into great young men and better grown-up men. Coach Carver passed away, but his honor is being accepted tonight by his son, Timmy Carver. Please welcome 2023 inductee, Coach Leroy Carver.
And now, entering the field, the Bacon County Raider Regiment. The Raider Regiment will present their 2023 show titled The Music of John Williams, featuring the music from E.T., Star Wars, and Indiana Jones. The band would like to thank their major sponsors, Clean Air and Electric, Alma Telephone Company, First Franklin Financial, and the Carver Drug Company. Tonight's meal was provided by Pineland Bank. Drum majors, Taylor Bridget and Rachel Sweat. Is your band ready? Raider Regiment, you may now begin your performance. The Bacon County Band Boosters has shown over the last 5 years while fundraising with Phantom Fireworks. $37,954.50 to be exact.
All right, everybody, we're back here. We've got the second half of this ball game about to kick off. And Heath, what's your thoughts on the first half?
It's been an offensive show on both sides, really. Fortunate for us, we caught the big play there at the end of the quarter, end of the half, to tie this game back up. But man, the defenses have got to stand up, and I think that's what's going to be the key to this game is whoever can stop the offenses. The offenses have been able to do whatever they wanted to do at will when they wanted to, and even along the lines there, the kickoff teams also.
Yeah, I think whichever team forces a turnover here in the second half, it'll play a big role in that team potentially going on and winning this ball game.
Yeah, that would be very huge, I feel like. We're lining up. We're going to receive the ball at halftime. Our offense will be moving from mine and Sky's left to right, going towards the south side of the field towards our Jumbotron. Pelham, most of the nights, kept it about the 15-yard line right dead in the middle of the field.
Well, we'll see
even over to the other side there.
We'll see if they'll kick it to Moopy again here.
Hey, like I said, keep trying him if you want to. I think he's going to get something here in a minute if they don't watch him. High pooch kick. We call a fair catch. Going to take the ball about the 34-yard lines where our offense will take over here this series to come out to half. Yeah, they decided they weren't going to kick to them no more.
Yeah, and they still gave us good starting field position.
Oh,
so
yeah, we'll take that all night long.
Real quick here before we get started, shout out to Miss Tiffany Ross. I was informed that she was watching at home, so got to talk about the leader of Ross Academy real quick, and really only she'll know what I mean by that, but it's okay.
Yep. Our Red Raiders come out with one wide receiver up top, one down to the bottom. Travion Richardson, lone running back in the backfield, and we hand it off to Travion, and he's met in the backfield, but he's trying to get his way back up to the front, and I think he's going to lose a yard there. We had too much bleeding there on our offensive line.
Yeah, and you see Travion do that so often. It's where he makes something out of nothing. I know that wasn't a big gain or really even a gain at all, but still turned out better than it was supposed to turn out.
Oh, yeah, he was 5 yards. They caught him 5 yards in the backfield. We got Rashid Slade in the backfield now. We tried to get him to jump off sides, and I saw a helmet move, but it wasn't enough to get him to do anything. We got twins up to the top side, send a man in motion, hand it off to number 10 around the bottom. He's got him a hole. He's got the corner, and they're going to run him out of bounds after a pickup of about 8 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, and another good block out there on the edge by Rashid to clear the way for Aiden. And, I mean, hey, let's just keep running behind that guy. Why not?
Right. If he's going to keep blocking like that, let's just keep doing it. We run trips out to the top side. Rashid Slade's in the backfield. We just got word, if I'm not mistaken, Brooks is over Irwin, 21-0.
Yeah, that's what I just heard.
Oh, man, and Knox tried that power play and got caught there. Going to bring up a 4th down and about a long 3 for our Red Raiders. And we're going to bring on we're going to put on the punt team. Yeah, we're going to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to just pin them back and let our defense set us up in good field position again.
Again, just never could get our footing quite right on that series coming out of the half. And that's usually a big series. You want to come out with something. Nice kick by Isaiah. And they field it. And he brings it down to about the 30-yard line. Nice little return. He had some guys on him, but shook them loose. But we brought him down. And our defense is going to step up again. I know Brent's talked about it and you talked about it. You know, we like to see our defense come on the field. Usually they've been doing pretty good. I want to see what adjustments we made at halftime.
Yeah, and it always feels like they play their best in the biggest moments.
Yep. And Pelham's defense held up right there against us, so we've got to answer back here and get a stop. Here with 10 minutes and 26 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Hand it off up the middle, and he shakes one guy loose. And he's still trying to dance around out there, and we finally drag him down after a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, they've just got some guys back there that are tough to bring down.
That is a shocking score, 21-0 Brooks over Irwin.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I think a lot of people, if you'd have told them that, they would have predicted it was the other way around.
This region here, I'm telling you, to me, it's up in the air. for us, we've got a good chance here to stamp our name on it. But we gotta finish this game out right here. Fake it this time. And we bring him down, but he's going to gain about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, and they'll get into another one of those third and short situations, that could very well define and make or break this ball game.
Pelham runs twins down to the bottom side, split back veer offense, running backs. They tried to get us to jump. And Tyler had to hold on to a blade of grass right there. I think he was ready to go. Hand it up off the middle. And he shakes loose of our guy. And we finally drag him down after a huge gain there. We're trying to arm tackle this guy, and he ain't an arm tackle type running back.
Yeah, we ran in there and hit him, but just didn't wrap him up. And with these guys, they've proven that you've got to wrap them up and secure them to the ground and can't let up any sooner.
Brings up 1st and 10. Getting deeper into Bacon County territory. Handed up off the middle, number 5 again. He gets to the second level, and we finally drag him down after about a gain of about 12 yards.
There's just some physical football being played out there right now.
And number 5, he's just like a tank, man. He's getting hit, and just keep storming through. Looks like they finally got a false start call against them.
Yeah, we'll take that. See if they can spur some of that momentum out there.
Going to bring up 1st and 15. Pelham is on the Red Raider 18-yard line. Our defense got our heels against it. Let's see who's going to answer the call. Hand it up to fake it. And we get him in the backfield for a loss of about 2. Great job by our guys to stay on their assignments. I'm telling you, from up here, that kid, when he sells that fake to that dive guy.
Yeah, you can tell he's had plenty of experience back there.
2nd down, 17.
But, I mean, as far as our defense, this is pretty much exactly where you want their offense, backed up as much as possible.
Handed up the big guy out the middle again. And he gets all the way down to about the 10-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7 for Pelham here deep in Red Raider territory. They are trying to knock on the door here. And their kicker looks pretty good, so I don't know if they would go for a field goal or not.
Yeah, he's had a big leg here on some of these kickoffs and the extra points. I mean, he's driven them through the uprights so far.
But I'm like you, we're still kind of, tit for tat on the offense. I don't know if a field goal is going to win it or not. Hand it off again to number 5. And he rumbles through there. But I think he's going to come up short, about 2 yards short of the 1st down. Our Red Raiders did stop him there.
And I think you're going to have a big decision upcoming here by Pelham.
No, Pelham's going for it right here. 4th down and about 3. Ball is on the 6-yard line. Red Raider 6-yard line. They feel confident they can get it in there. They've been getting that. They try to get us to jump, and woo, I thought they had us.
Yeah, we were real close right there.
Hand it off again to Big, and he's just driving our guy all the way into the end zone for a touchdown by Pelham. Our guy locked him up, but, man, just could not bring him down.
Yeah, they've got some strength up there up front.
Yep. With 6 minutes and 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, Pelham strikes here on on a nice drive that set up on a stall on the offense that we started the half with.
Yeah,
and now we got to call our offense on the answer to call here to kind of even the score up here.
Pelham's just out there consistently. I mean, they're playing physical. They're moving the ball, and right when you think you've got them where you want them, they come up with a big play.
And we jump off sides. And I think they're going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, they're running the offense back out there onto the field.
A lot of whistles blowing. I don't know what all they injury. Yeah, Red Raiders look like they got a player down. Looks like cramping. But, man, it's just they're going about their business. They're not doing anything fancy. They're not doing anything that we wasn't expecting. They're saying, hey, you're going to have to man up and stop us tonight. And right now we're having a hard time finding that grip.
Yeah, they're just lining it up and running it right at us. Nothing special. I mean, they're not even going off the tackles very much, if at all, in this game. They're just playing their brand of physical football right now. Trying to figure out who this is we've got down out there.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
So they look like they're just stretching him out, so hopefully it is just a cramp.
Yeah.
So I know he went down, it looked like he was holding his calf.
Yeah, and I'm trying to scan the huddle to see who we're missing. Number 10, Aiden Cawthorn, was the one that was down with a cramp. He's back up, kind of walking a little gingerly right now. Maybe they'll get that cramp worked out of him. And again, Pelham's going to go for 2 right here off that false start that got them half distance of the goal. And our defense is definitely going to have to fire up and stand up and be big right here.
Yeah, big-time play upcoming right here. Although, it's just a 2-point conversion, but this right here could really ultimately, when it comes down to it at the end, that's 1 point might make the difference.
That's right. Well, we saw with Clinch County how, we had to go for 2 on a penalty-type situation and how it messed us up there at the end of the game. And they hand it off to the big guy again, and he's going to rumble in there for the 2-point conversion. That's going to bring the score to 29-21. Pelham is up with 6:23 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and we're going to look for a big response here from our offense. And honestly, you got to start looking at it. How many more possessions are we really going to get? Because that clock just keeps running and running with these two offenses out there keeping the ball on the ground.
It's just churning away, man. It's like it's moving at super speed force. I don't look for Pelham to kick it deep. I look for them to kick it there to some of our up guys and make them fair catch it.
Yeah, you got to think regardless, we'll start with good field position.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Our guys just got to field it cleanly. Not worry about the noise around them, just look it in. And that's probably easier said than done when you're out here on the field and you got 200-pound guys rumbling at you. Pelham keys it up on our closest to our hash. Little pooch kick. We do fair catch it. And that's where we're going to start this series there on about the 38-yard line, 37-yard line.
Yeah, and you want to see the offense get back out there and get their rhythm back to them that they ended the half with.
Yep. Just answer back right here, big time. Go back to what we've been doing, what's been working for us all year. Moopy comes out wide. I ain't seen Moopy out this wide all year. One running back in the backfield. Travion tries to hit the hole, and, man, they just bottled him up. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he didn't get nothing else out of it.
Yeah, so far here in the second half, it looks like Pelham made a couple of adjustments there on defense. They're bottling us up here so far.
We run twins up to the top side. Travion Richardson's our running back with our quarterback, Knox Ledbetter. Moopy Green's in the slot position. And again to Travion. He's trying to find him a hole. He's battling hard, and he pushes himself way on up there. Gets about 8 yards on the carry. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2 here.
Travion just runs so hard. So much effort.
We run twins up to the top side. Moopy shifts out to twins position. I try to get him to draw off sides. Our Red Raiders get the snap. Hand it off to Travion. He's trying to find him a spot. And, man, they're going to just bottle him up.
I think they're going to give him the first down, though.
It's going to be close. I think they got it. It looks like a first down to me.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Keep this drive alive. We've got a little laundry down there on the field after the play.
Yep.
And it's going to go in favor of the.
It's going to help us out there some. I don't know what. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, we'll take those 15 yards.
And that is a Raider first down.
I know Pelham's coaches are not going to be too excited about that one.
Oh, no. They're not liking that at all. Our Red Raiders go trips to the top side, empty backfield. Moopy's down in his slot running back position. And they run a little buck play. Moopy's got a hole. One guy brings him down on about the 15-yard line. Great job by our offensive line to open that hole up. Moopy had daylight to go to. One guy had to drag him down by his shirt tail to bring him down.
Yeah, just inches away there again from breaking that for 6. And this is exactly the type of response you wanted from the Red Raiders right here. Just got to make sure we finish it off in the end zone.
Yep. We run twins down to the bottom side. One wide receiver up top. Rashid Slade's running back in the backfield. Hand it off to Rashid right up the middle. He's got a hole. And, man, he brings it down all the way about the 3-yard line. Tyler Thomas's helmet comes off, so he's got to come off for a play. Brings on Bryson Lee to take over for him.
Just need one good surge here by our offensive line to get us into the end zone here.
Our Red Raiders come twins up top. Rashid Slade's the backfield. Hand off. Oh, man, they had a good linebacker blitzing right up the middle.
Yeah, he shot the perfect gap that time.
Yep. Now we're bringing in our big guys. Our Red Raiders come out. Looks like we're going to be in our diamond package.
Yeah, and I can tell you there is no doubt we're in 4-down territory down here near the goal line.
Getting late in the third quarter here. Our Red Raiders are knocking on the door. We fumbled the ball. But Knox picks it back up. But I'm like Travion. Let's run that again. I saw it open. Knox's helmet come off.
I'll tell you, I think in the last few plays we've had 3 helmets pop off.
Yep. We're running in Brody. Rolling at quarterback. Empty backfield. Trips to the top side. One running back in the backfield.
Third and goal from the 8-yard line here.
We've definitely gone the wrong direction here.
I think we've got some confusion out there with the guys on the field trying to get this play in.
I think Coach is going to have to call a timeout. Rethink about this thing here a little bit and see where we're at.
We've got a couple plays here upcoming that are going to be the biggest plays of the ball game so far for our Red Raiders.
Yeah. I know our billboard Jumbotron says 3rd and 8, but it looks more like that marker's on the 9-yard line. Our Red Raiders here desperately need a score to answer back. We've ate up most of the clock here in the third quarter. I don't know what the time of possession is on this drive, but we've had the ball for a while.
Yeah, and
we got to come away with some points here.
You want to see it end in 6 and add on 1 or 2 more there, depending on what Coach Wilson's decision will be.
Got Twins up top, one running back in the backfield with Brody, man in motion. And Aiden tries to find the outside, but he ain't got nowhere to go. They read that one from the start and stuck it hard right there. Going to bring up 4th down and goal for our Red Raiders on about the 13-yard line. See what kind of decision Coach Wilson goes with here. If he's going to go for the points and try to come back and do something, with the fourth quarter or go for it here. Either way, I don't know which one. I don't know if there's a bad decision here.
No. I feel like we just got down there near the goal line, then went backwards.
Yep.
No, we certainly didn't want that to be the case, but regardless, we've got to find a way to put some points on the board here. Pelham's got a player down right now. We'll take a small break and return. All right, and we're back, and up here we see we've got the field goal unit on the field. So I think it would be a tough ask here to have your offense convert a 4th and goal from the 13-yard line.
It's tough. Isaiah Robertson's lined up to kick. Brody's the holder. Nice snap. Ball is up, but it's no good. It's going to be wide right. Just didn't have enough, didn't push enough over there to get it to the middle. He had distance, but just didn't have enough in the angle ways. So Pelham's going to take over right there on the 20-yard line with 1:45 left in the third quarter. Our Red Raiders are down by 8 here late in the third quarter. We definitely need an answer now by our defense.
Yeah, with all the big stops they've made this year, we need them to possibly make the biggest one right here. So we got to have them right here. Hopefully we get that middle plugged up.
They got their split back veer overloaded to the top side line. Go to handoff, pull it, and he finally brings down about 5 yards.
See, that's the frustrating part about that offense is that time we had the middle plugged and quarterback decides to keep it. He pushes forward for 5 yards.
Just a great read by the quarterback. He saw that there wasn't going to be nothing there. This young man that's running this offense, man, he's doing it skillfully tonight. They run with one wide receiver down to the bottom, overloaded to the bottom side. Try to get us to draw off sides. Hands up off the middle again. Right off tackle, and he scoots there for gain of about 13, 14 yards.
Yeah.
We got one guy slow to getting up.
We contacted him there around the line of scrimmage, but he was just able to break free and get out of there. Pelham's offense they pick up a lot of first downs and keep that clock running, and
it
almost feels like you have to score on every possession if you're on offense.
Pelham breaks the huddle. Top clock's ticking down here. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Hand it off.
He kept it and then flips it back. There we go.
Oh, man, and he's still on his feet.
Man, even when you think you've got him for a loss, they somehow trick you.
Picks up 3 yards on a play that should have been down 4 yards in the backfield.
Yeah, that number 5, he's a big kid back there. Real physical runner.
And that's going to be it for the third quarter. Our Red Raiders are down 29-21. And, man, it's just been a day of just watching these guys just methodically just drive the ball down the field on us.
Yeah. You know, it's not necessarily, I guess, exciting to watch, but it is effective with what Pelham's running out there right now. We'll take a break and come back at the start of the fourth.
You ready to meet the latest addition to the family? The money you saved us with auto owners helped make it all possible. It really is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Excuse me?
Third best thing. Third best thing.
Auto Owners offers discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance because they think the more you protect, the more you should save. That's simple human sense.
All right, we're back here about to get this fourth quarter underway with Pelham with the ball, and your Red Raiders need to make a big stop here.
Going to bring second down and 7. Pelham is on their 46-yard line. Pelham comes to the line, single wide receiver down at the bottom. 2 running backs in the backfield. They try to get us to flinch, trying to see if we're going to blitz or what we're going to do. Hands it off to the big running back up the middle again. We finally pile him up. But, man, they're saying he got 4 yards from there. I just don't see how he did it.
Yeah, we just stand them up, and they keep those legs driving. That's right here. It's huge third down for your Raider defense.
Oh, yeah, our D needs to stand up big, make it known. We line up. 5-man front. They run one wide receiver down to the bottom. Hand it off to him again. And, man, he just bounces off of guys. And we finally drag him down. What was that?
Wow.
Dude, you can't let the guy call a penalty.
Yeah, he just stood up right in front of the referee and petitioned for it there for a little while, and the referee decided to give it to him.
That's crazy right here now. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that.
They're down there having a discussion. We'll see what
Horse collar. They got us for horse collar. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and Coach Wilson is not happy at all right now.
That's a crazy call right here.
Yeah, we've got the boo birds coming out from the student section. I've got to say they're well deserved at this moment.
Yeah. That is unreal, man. I've never seen a player that actually got a referee to throw the flag. That moves Pelham into the red zone.
Yeah, we need our defense to. They're bending, but hopefully they don't break it right here, so we need them.
Hand it off up the middle again, and we do bring him down this time. After a gain, looks like he gained a yard on the play.
If there was ever a time to get in there and punch one out, now would be the time. That play clock and the game clock just continues to dwindle down here, and it's not in favor of your Red Raiders right now.
They run one single wide receiver down to the bottom, short side of the field. Hand it off to number 5 again, and, man, he just keeps churning his feet. This kid here is definitely the workhorse. He's going to be sore tomorrow.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not sure he can be tackled for losses. It just seems like regardless of what happens, he just falls forward, and it's a 2-3 yard gain at minimum every time.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6 for Pelham here on the 12-yard line of our Red Raiders. They got our Red Raiders pinned deep. We do run our extra lineman in.
And it will be stopped short of the first down.
He picks up a couple, though.
So now Pelham will have to make a decision here. They want to go for this or try to kick a field goal and add points on the board.
Man, they've had success all night. I'd be surprised if they lined up for a field goal here. Matter of fact, I think they just brought in an extra lineman.
Yeah, it certainly looked that way. So here we go, 4th and 3 for your Raider defense.
Try to get us a jump. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left. Play clock's winding down. I think they're going to get a timeout in. And Pelham calls a timeout with 8:44 left in the game. Our Red Raiders are back on their heels there on the goal line, fighting as hard as they can, but we are down 29-21.
And we'll take a break. All right, we're back here with your Raider defense facing a 4th down and 3. Pelham still, they're going to have the offense out there to line it up and go for it.
Big fourth down here for our Red Raiders. 8:44 left in the game. And they hand it off to him again, and man, he just keeps driving his feet.
Man, he doesn't run to contact, he runs through contact.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely a beast down there for him right now, and he gives them a first down on the 3-yard line. Our Red Raiders are definitely with our backs to the wall right here defensively. Hand it off up the middle again. And he goes in for the score. 8:28 left in the game, and now they've gone up by, really, it's 3 possessions.
Yeah, I mean, you got 8 minutes and 28 seconds left in the ball game for our Red Raiders.
And we've got to get 3 scores in.
They're going to have to get the offense in gear and score quick, and they're going to have to find a way to get Pelham off the field. That number 5, he's just out there. He's absorbing the blows and then delivering them.
I mean, so he ain't absorbing anything. He's delivering. That young man right here, he's put his team on his back tonight and trying to carry the load, and he definitely has. But so with 8:28 left in the game, our Red Raiders are down 36-21.
And it's not that he's just got a bunch of open space and green grass to run around on out there. I mean, our Raiders are hitting him around the line of scrimmage on every single play.
We just got to find a way to bring him down. We need to go to Johnson County's tackling the way they were hitting low the other night.
Yeah, their number 5's just – he's been a beast, honestly, so far.
We're going to try a little trickery with them, see where they kick it to. We brought Moopy down to the up back here on about the 30-yard line towards us. But I think they're going to kick it over the other way there. Pelham sets up to kick the ball. High pooch kick. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be offsides on Pelham. That's going to back them up.
We're going to move Moopy around again. We're going to send him over there on that top side this time.
We're going to try a shell game here, I think. Let's see how Pelham answers here, what they're going to do.
Little game of chess going on
out
right now.
And he's. But I'll be honest, as high as that kick is, about the best thing you're going to be able to do is fair catch it.
Yeah, and I mean, now with Pelham, we're going to end up with good field position regardless here. We need to score as quickly as possible when we do get the ball.
They do have Moopy over there where they're looking at they're going to kick it. Now he goes down the middle of the field to number 1, Travion Richardson. And Travion's caught from behind there about the 45-yard line.
Richardson on the return. Back about number 33, Todd.
So our Raider offense is going to come out here down by 15 with 8 minutes and 23 seconds left in this ball game.
I must have missed what happened. It got the crowd riled up pretty good there.
Yeah, I think the crowd was wanting another flag to go our way there.
Our Red Raiders come out. Twins to the top side, 1 wide receiver to the bottom. Number 5, Rashid Slade in the backfield at running back. Snap. Rashid's trying to get to the outside and ain't going to have nowhere to go.
Yeah, right now Pelham seems to be winning in the trenches at the line of scrimmage here.
Yep. Yeah, our line, for whatever reason, the holes ain't there right now.
Yeah, we're just not getting that push that we need up front to break free.
We got trips down to the bottom side. Knox Ledbetter drops back to pass. Slings it sidearm to Isaiah Robertson, number 24, and he's going to pick up about the original line of scrimmage. He might have gained a yard there.
I'll tell you, that was a good little play there by Knox. That pocket collapsing on him back there. Just getting that ball out of there and throwing a dart to an open man.
One wide receiver to the top, one down to the bottom. Rashid Slade's in the backfield with Knox. Moopy's at his slot running back position, or up back. Knox drops back for a pass, and he's going to heave it deep. And that ball's going to be picked off. And our Red Raiders do bring him down. But not after the interception. Knox was trying to go deep on the ball and just ran out of steam there. He threw it into double coverage. Yeah, and our defense will take over right here with 6:45 left in the game. And we need them to stand up big here.
We've got Aiden walking off slowly off the field on that play. It's certainly had plenty of people here in the stands that thought there was some contact there while the ball was in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless, we've got 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in this ball game.
Pelham again is just methodical drives, handoff up the middle. Again, we bring him down after a gain of about 4, 5, even 6 yards. They keep moving. I knew this offense scared me just because, like I said, it's just so many moving parts to it.
And they've just got the perfect pieces of the puzzle to make that offense work.
Yep. Second down and 5 here with 6 minutes on the clock left in the game. Pelham calls a timeout. I don't know why they called a timeout. Oh, delay. I thought they called a timeout. The referees are having to have a meeting about it right now to see.
Yeah, there's some discussion going on down there. As again, you got 5 minutes and 56 seconds left in this ball game with the Raiders down by 15.
They're going to move it back to the original spot. I think that's Coach Thad's letting him know he thinks it's a bad call too.
Yeah, our coaches have given them an earful on a few plays in this game so far.
Our Red Raiders here with 5:56 left in the game, huddling up with the coaches there to see what we need to do to try to just get a stop here.
Yeah, I mean, 5 minutes, 56 seconds left. This game's not over. Anything still possible. We just got to be big out there on that field right now.
Man in motion for Pelham. Fake the handoff. He's going to come around the end, and, man, he's got nothing but green grass. Mike Nixon overruns him, and the quarterback's going to just run in for a touchdown. Man, he faked it one way and rolled back around, and we were all going one direction, biting on everything, but we do have a flag.
Yeah, and that was something we haven't seen yet in this game. Just a new little wrinkle there thrown in by Pelham.
Yep. And I think they're thinking it's going to go against us. They're waiting to see what they're going to do. Was that kicking?
I'm not. Yeah, that is the signal down there.
Huh. Don't know if I've ever seen that call. Kicking against the Red Raiders. But the score does hold up then. And the kick is up, and it is good. So that brings, with 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game, our Red Raiders are down 43-21. Our guys just have not been able to answer anything to this this veer option offense.
Yeah, and going into the half, it's tied up at 21, and it just seems like here in the second half, Pelham's just pressed all the right buttons at the right moments.
We just have not been able to even get anything rolling on offense. I had a good chance to get a score early on, but it just kind of fizzed out and couldn't punch it in when we had real good field position.
Yeah, and just credit to Pelham. I mean, they've executed well. They've played a clean game on offense, and their defense has stood up when they've needed them to.
Oh.
You really want to see our guys close this game out strong.
Wow, they're moving us. Pelham is going to kick off from our 45-yard line. And I'm not sure of all the rules and everything, but I know a few years back we had kind of a situation like this over in Pierce County. And I think our coach got the referees to believe that they could do a free kick from about that part right there, and they gave us the points and everything off of it.
Yeah, I can remember that. I believe our kicker was actually Glenn Dobbins.
I think you're right. Yep. But that's where he's going to kick off at, and he's going to kick it through the end zone. He didn't have far to go.
No, not at all.
So our Red Raiders are going to take it about the 20-yard line. With this drive, 5:43 left on the clock, let's see what our Red Raiders have left in them and see if we can come down and score.
Yeah, you just want to see them finish strong, keep fighting, keep playing out there.
We got trips to the top side. One running back in the backfield, Travion Richardson in the backfield with Knox Ledbetter. Hand off to Travion. He's got him a little hole, and he's kind of cut up the middle. And he's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play, 7 yards on the play. Well, they're moving it back to 5 yards.
And there's a flag down on the field on this play.
Now they moved it up to 7 yards again. White Hats pointing towards Pelham. I don't know what he called yet, but it was a big one, whatever it was. That's a big play for our Red Raiders there. Marks off 15 more yards after a gain of about 7. Going to bring us up to about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, I think we might have gotten an unsportsmanlike there on that play as there was some chirping going on.
5:34 left in the game. Our Red Raiders line up with trips up to the top side. Now we move to Twins. One running back in the backfield with Moopy at his slot. Hand off to Travion again. He's got him a hole, and he's going to grind for about 5 yards. Those were 5 hard-fought yards right there. Running low.
Yeah, Travion, he earns every inch that he gets out there.
Empty backfield trips to the bottom side. And we pick up about 5 or 6 more yards on that play. Moopy Green on the carry there. Bring up 3rd and about 2. We're trying to kind of run a little bit quicker. Here trips to the top side with Rashid Slade in the backfield.
Yeah, of course, that clock is not our friend right now.
Not at all. Hand it off to Rashid. He's got him a hole. He's picked up the first down. He keeps driving his feet. And he's going to get all the way up to the 45-yard line. Is where they're going to stop him at. Nice run by Rashid.
First down.
Clock still running down to 3:57. We run trips to the top side. One running back in the backfield. We do have a tight end to the top side. Right on the line, we hand it off to number 1. He cuts back a little bit. He's got him a little opening. He's down to the 25, the 20. The 15 is where they drag him down at. Great run by Travion Richardson to find him a hole, and just when he hits it, man, he's running full speed.
And those cuts that Travion have made tonight, I mean, they've just been lethal out there.
His vision has been really well tonight. It brings up a first down for our Red Raiders. Trips back to the top side. Clock still running. 3:24 on the clock. Trips to the top side. Travion to Ledbetter's right. Ledbetter right up the middle. He's going to gain for another 5 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for our Red Raiders. Clock's down to 3 minutes in the game.
It's just good to see our Raiders still fighting, still executing out there.
O-line still opening up some holes. We got Twins down to the bottom side. We shift a Moopy down to make it trips down to the bottom side. We got a tight end to the top side on the line. Hand it off to Rashid, and he's mad at the hole. Not much doing there. He might have got right back to where he was at. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for our Red Raiders. And that clock is down to about 2 minutes. Our Red Raiders line up. Empty backfield. They look towards the sideline, get their play. Knock gets the ball from Sam. And, man, he is swallowed up, had nowhere to go. They read that one from the word go.
Yeah, Pelham had that one sniffed out. And when Moopy got the ball, there was 3 guys sitting there waiting on him.
Yep. He didn't have anywhere to go, and he lost a lot of yards on that one, about 4 yards. Going to bring up 4th down, and I'm going to say a long 9. Again, we back down to the red zone and kind of stalled out here on this drive for our Red Raiders.
Yeah, and the red zone's where you really got to be at your best when the field condenses and those windows get even tighter down there.
You know, our Red Raiders came out, you know, and like you said, at halftime, it just didn't seem like we never got in a rhythm of what we do as an offense.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's just been that defense. But, again, that's been Pelham all year. They've been putting up 40 points all year long on people.
And their defense has come through when they've needed them to. And, you know, we took the momentum into the half, and Pelham just made their adjustments and played really good ball here in the second half.
Yep. Knox with the empty backfield, man in motion. Look back. Trying to get that tied in. But just out of his outstretched of his hands. And Pelham's going to take over right there with 1 minute and 41 seconds left in the game. We turn over on downs. Our defense comes on back onto the field. You know, sometimes, you hate to say it like this, sometimes you might need to get hit in the mouth.
Yeah.
Wake you up a little bit. See what our Red Raiders will do this coming up week. As we, you know, again, this is just one game in a region. And it seems like, again, this region's wide open.
Right.
With Brooks, or what was it, Irwin was over Brooks, last we heard.
Brooks was over Irwin, I know.
Brooks was over Irwin.
21-0.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, this is one game, and you got 2 more big ones coming up, so you don't want to let this carry over into the next couple of weeks.
That's right. And we stack him up. Gain of about 2.
Clock's down to 1:15 left here tonight.
Looks like they're in the victory formation here. Looks like they're going down it a couple of more times. And did we jump off sides or did they move? I thought they moved.
Yep.
False start on the offense.
And I hate it, man. To take a loss like this and a time where, you know, we were on the uptick and things like that, but maybe it'll just be something to remotivate our guys.
Well, it's just back to work.
Yep.
As, I mean, the season's not over by any means.
Oh, no.
And we believe we could win this game coming into it. And
oh, yeah. We got to keep that mentality.
We played well in the first half, and it's just in the second half, you know, Pelham just made their adjustments, and they were solid. They played a clean game on offense.
Yep.
Because we just seemed to kind of lose our foot in there and get, you know, bogged down there in the second half. And, I mean, it turned out a great crowd tonight. A lot of, you know, energy around town coming into the game, around the school today.
Yep.
As that's going to be the
end of the game.
The final whistle there's Pelham will take this one over your Red Raiders 43-21. Just to wrap it up here, Heath, I mean, going forward, what do you need to see out of our Red Raiders?
Oh, we got to bounce back. We got hit in the mouth tonight. How are we going to respond? This is one game, but this don't mean anything to us. We still got, we can still host a playoff game. We can still win the region. This thing's still wide open.
Yeah.
Now it does make it a little bit tougher on us, and we got have a lot of help. But it first starts with us. We gotta man up,
and we gotta control our own destiny. Go into Brooks County next week, take care of business there, and Irwin County to end the season.
Yep.
I mean, it's 2 winnable ball games. This team, I don't think this will break their spirit by any means. As long as they keep that hope and that belief and they keep working, they can still make this thing happen.
Yep. And again, we talked about it, and I have full confidence in our leadership down there. These coaches are going, it ain't going to be pretty tonight. I promise you that. We know that. They go in the locker room. Coach Wilson going to have a prayer meeting. But he's going to pick these kids back up. He don't mind telling you in a hurry. He's going to coach them hard, but he's going to love them even harder.
And I'm sure starting Monday they'll be out there. They'll get after it at practice.
Oh yeah.
I mean, can't let this one weigh on you. I mean, you think about it or not, then let it go and get back to work and figure out what you need to improve on and how you can win a ball game next week.
That's right, because, again, we still got a season ahead of us. This is, again, it's one game, and I promise you it probably hurts these kids down there because, again, I looked in their eyes this morning. They were ready for this game, and they just didn't have the answers for it.
And maybe, they'll remember this feeling and they'll take it with them going forward. Let it motivate them. Let it be a lesson, a learning experience.
Because, at the end of the day, sometimes you just get hit in the mouth. And that's what's happened tonight. We got hit in the mouth and never could find a response or an answer for that dive option play.
Yeah, and, give credit to Pelham. They came ready. They had some physical guys over there on their sideline. And they just got the job done tonight.
That's it.
That plain and simple. So, that being said, Heath and I will sign off of here, and we'll see you next week in equipment, or we'll let you tune in on NFHS.
I won't tell y'all, there ain't nobody going to let me back on the air. And that's kind of a joke around, but I'm telling y'all, I done got text. So, but no, man, it's good sharing the booth with Sky. And like I said, just good to be a Red Raider.
Yes, sir.